Hello, intermediate algebra students. So we start the tough stuff of the year. We get into two units that, if you don't pay attention and kind of keep up, will get difficult. So let's get started. I wanted to go through a few terms. A monomial term, okay, is anything like 12x to the fourth. It's one term. It can be combined by multiplication like this one is, where the 12 and the x to the fourth are combined, but terms are separated by plus or minus signs. And so this is one term, or this is one term, or this is one term. By themselves, these are all monomial terms, okay? A binomial term would be something like this, 3x minus 5. Remember, terms are separated by plus or minus signs. So this is a binomial. This is a binomial with two terms in it, okay? Polynomial, all right? Polynomial, these up here are all polynomials, okay? These here are all polynomials, but polynomials can be more than just that. Polynomials can be 3 terms or 4 terms, or in this case 5 terms. It doesn't matter how many terms. Polynomials are the grouping of these that have these powers to them and then go in a nice order like this. Now, these are in standard form. So this is in standard form, meaning the highest power comes first, followed by the next highest power, so on and so forth, with a number at the end. I'm going to get to what that number is called in a moment. Okay, this is in standard form, highest power to lowest power. In fact, everything up here has been put in standard form for you. This next one has not been put in standard form. Okay, if it was in standard form, the negative 9x to the 8th would have gone first, followed by the 3x to the 3rd, and then so on and so forth. Oh, and I see I have an extra x in here. Oh, well, we'll get rid of that. Anyways, but I want to talk about the degree of a polynomial. The degree of a polynomial is where you take a look at which term has the highest power. And in this case, the highest power is this one. So the degree of this polynomial would be 8. The degree of this polynomial would be 4. The degree of this polynomial would be 2. Okay, this one up here would have been 5. Okay, your constant. In polynomials, you generally have a number that comes at the very end if it's in standard form. Whatever that number is at the end is your constant. So it's negative 4 in this case. It's negative 1 here. It's positive 2 here. That is called your constant. And then we already talked about standard form. By the way, I did notice that Khan will put on here a trinomial. I'd never heard of that before, but they have it. A trinomial just means there are 3 terms in it, like this one right here, if that comes up. All right, let's get to this first one now. First one says, we'll do this one. Which of these polynomials are in standard form? This one, if it was in standard form, would have been the opposite, negative n plus 10, so it's not. This one would have had the highest power first, so it's not. This one would have had the highest power and then gone in descending order, so it's not either. So this one is, none of them are in standard form, okay? How about this one right up here? This one right here, we've got this polynomial right here, and it says, what is the degree of this polynomial? So we look at which one's got the highest power, and it is 2t to the 3rd power, so the degree of this one is 3. All right, one last one here. Pick the extensions that match this description. Which of these is to the 3rd degree? It's a binomial, and it has a constant of 8. So first of all, binomial, 2 terms. So it could be this one, and it could be this one. These two here are trinomials, so these two are not a possibility. We need it to be to the 3rd degree, so it's got to be to the 3rd power. This one is to the 3rd power. This one is to the 8th power. So this letter D does not work. And then it had to have a constant of 8. And you'll notice the number at the end here was 8. So letter A was our answer. Hopefully that makes sense. Good luck to you guys. You got one more video to watch after this to get both assignments done for today. See ya. Bye-bye.